Well, hello racing fans, and welcome to It's a Breeze with myself, Deez. This show proudly brought to you by Tote. Well, I trust that you, the valued racing fan, is well. And what it is, it's the 1st of August. What does that mean? Well, it's the start of a new season. And I trust that you had a fair season. When you look back on the last 12 months when it comes to racing, of course, we've been treated to some high-class action over the last few months or so during our KZN champion season. But overall, it's just been a wonderful season traveling around the various racing jurisdictions around the country, and of course enjoying all the high-class action that was brought to you over the last 12 months. Well, it's Equus Awards time shortly. It will all be revealed on the 14th of August, and that's where our champions will be crowned. But it's the start of the new season, and let's get straight into it. Let's get into the 1st of August. It's a Twilight race meeting to kick the new seasons off at Hollywoodbets Greyville. And it's a Twilight meeting, so I'm going to have a look at the menu and what's on offer. Well, it's a busy start to the new season. It's 10 races on the go. The first race begins at 15:10. And then race number 10 should close off at 20:25 under the lights. There are two jackpots. Jackpot 1 will be race number 5, and take note that jackpot 2 will be race number 7. So into our bets, and our first bet of choice is going to be a place accumulator that kicks off in race number 3. So let's get into that. Race number 3 begins at 16:20. It's a progress plate over 1600 meters, and in leg 1 of the place accumulator, a horse that is one-way traffic when it comes to the best weighted column is Give Me Another Chance for Matthew and Mike de Kock and Callan Murray up. I think the stable have found the right place for this horse to finally, and I say finally, win again, because the horse hasn't won for 783 days. So just looking at what he's been racing against and the average rating of the fields he's been competing against compared to the average rating of 88 in this class, I think that he will be very hard to beat. So he's going to be a banker in the place accumulator. Number 4, Give Me Another Chance. Leg number 2, which is race number 4, is a race that I don't trust at all. It is a race that has got some form that jumps off the page, but I think you'll do well to try and get through with the minimum spend. Well, I'm taking no chances. I'm going with 5 runners here. A double or a treble up will be an absolute bonus, and the numbers of choice going to be 2, which is Brave Voyager, horse number 4, Porfirio, number 7, Tea Time Triple. Then we got horse number 9, Mohandas, and horse number 10, Thambi. 2, 4, 7, 9, and 10. Race number 5, I'm going to go with 4 runners here. Another race that I think could spring a surprise and a result. My value bet on the race card does come up in this race, and it's going to be number 3, Rodriguez, that I like for an each-way play on the card. But along with number 3, Rodriguez, for the place accumulator, number 4, Continental Express, 6, White Seahorse, and we've also included number 11 there, and that is Eventador, who's in tremendous form. So we're not excluding a horse that just continues to win. 3, 4, 6, and 11. But again, if you want to have an each-way play on the tote, my selection goes to number 3, Rodriguez. Then on to race number 6, where I've got 2 runners. I think the horse to beat is Corrupt. Just chatting to Matt de Kock last time out, they thought even 1800 meters was a bit on the sharp side for him, considering his siblings that have all, been useful stayers. But he won over 1800 meters, and I think 2000 meters plus is what he's looking for. He looks like a horse that's progressive, but the backup for the PA is going to be horse number 8, and that is Rodriguez. So we're going with 2 runners there, 8 and 12 in race number 6. Race number 7, well, the runner that I like here and I pencil in as one to follow is Winter Waves, number 8, on the way he was finishing off his race last time out over 1200 meters. That's going to be my top choice, but you can see that he's not reliable, and another horse that's low on confidence, although he's an 8-time winner, 408 days since his last win. I'm going to back that up with number 5, Send Me. Just found one better last time out in Danu, but I think the weight turnaround does favor him this time round. So 5 and 8 there in race number race number 7. Then we move along to race number 8, and we are going to go with 2 runners. The outright choice in the best weighted column is Bourbon Warrior. Future Variety came through to thank the form, and although he was a clear second best that day, the fact that the form has been franked and the fact that he does top the best weighted column, he's no doubt the horse to beat. The backup is going to be a horse that I picked last time out as an each way play, number 6, Mr. Hendy. 6 and 9 there in race number 8. And then we close things off with what I'm going to say is the best bet on the card, and that's race number 9, number 5, Bank Street. Just go and watch the replay of his last start. You'll see exactly what I mean, and you can find that replay on Gallop TV. So 5 a banker there in race number 9, and Bank Street looks ready to win, having had 2 runs for the province and 2 runs in the province for trainer Stuart Perry, and of course those runs have been on the poly track. So 5 a banker there in race number 9. And that's the place accumulator, guys. So hopefully we try and grab that bet, and in the legs that are played wide, we're just looking for some type of result. Our next bet comes up, and it's going to be pick 3 that will begin in race number 5. So race number 5, if you want the time, I'll give that to you. The 5th race on the card will begin at 17:28. It's an odd time, but jot it down, 17:28 over 1600 meters. And in leg 1 of that pick 3, gonna go 3 Rodriguez, my value play with numbers 4, 6, and 11. So what we're doing is a copy and paste of our place accumulator numbers there, numbers 3, 4, 6, and 11. In leg number 2 of that pick 3, I included 8 and 12 as our play for the place accumulator, but added to that, we're going to include number 6, Bombers in the Sky, number 7, Star of the Future, and also take note, the reserve runner Sky hot fix, or 6 hot fix does come in now, and that's going to be getting the draw of 3, with Peace Treaty being out. So that gets my vote, the reserve runner, 6, 7, 8, 12, and 13. And then what are we doing in the last leg of that pick 3? Well, I mentioned 5 and 8, the principles for the place accumulator. I'll be foolish not to ignore the stable companion to Winter Waves, Voldemort, who just found 1 better last time out and does get the claim 4. So 5, 8, and 10 there in race number 7. So that's the pick 3, guys. And then our last bet of choice is going to be Jackpot 2, and I mentioned it starts off in race number 7. So let's get straight into that. So race number 7 is where Jackpot 2 starts off. We're going to go with our pick 3 numbers there, 5, 8, and 10 in leg 1 of the jackpot. So 5, 8, and 10. In leg 2 of the jackpot, again, you know, whilst I like number 9, Bourbon Warrior, I mentioned that number 6, Mr. Henley, who I picked out last time out and ran a very good race. He's a horse that enjoys things when he gets racing up front, but last time out, you know, from the back of the field, it was very encouraging to see the way he finished off that race. And Rachel Vinegar's plus 1.5 is gold there. So we're going to go 6 and 9 there in race number 8. Then the banker, the best bet on the card for me, Bank Street, that comes up in race number 9. And how do we close off this jackpot? Well, it is not going to be a costly perm. If you look at it, 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 times 2 horses at the back. Easy, squishy, squishy. Alison Wright's runner that ran in the last race on Hollywoodbets Durbanville, second best to Roller the Viking, draw 1, and then She's a Machine, the filly. She ran in race number 1 on Hollywoodbets Durbanville, and second to Rugger Lover, and they both jumped from decent draws here, 1 and 2. So I think they'll be good enough there for Jackpot 2 that closes off in race number 10. And that is it, guys. Now that is it. Those are our bets of choice for this Friday, a Twilight meeting at Hollywoodbets Greyville. And as always, you know, thanks to you, the racing fan, the valued racing fan, for your invaluable spend on the tote. And together, we can surely make a difference. All I'd like to do in closing off the show is wish you well for the season ahead that begins on the 1st of August. May this be a nice, profitable season for you wherever you are playing on the tote. You know, there's lots on offer on a daily basis. You may not have local racing on one day, but you got racing that begins early in the morning to late in the evening, and very popular, some of our international venues that's covered on Gallop TV. Again, from the entire team, it's a breeze with myself, Deez, a show proudly brought to you by Tote. To you, the valued racing fan, all the best for the 2025-2026 season ahead. Until we meet again, you take care. Salanigashle.